Okay, now in this video is obviously discussing on question 7. It's a topic on trigonometry. But specifically, I'm a what's this? I'm a triangle formulas, or I'm a triangle formulas. I'm a triangle formulas. I will cosine rule, sine rule, the area rule. Yilama rules lawa snata wuti see calculate an angle or a length in any given triangle. Since ama trigonometric ratios, they are only limited to right angle triangles. So the triangle formulas are not to see solve any given triangle. So we'll discuss our question 7. In the description box uzothola ama links for other videos for this November 2016 question paper. 7.1, in the figure below, acute angle triangle ABC is drawn having C at the origin, right? So the vertex C, now vertex C, this vertex yaga C is found at the origin, point 0, 0, right? So this is the origin, and then vertex A now, vertex B now. 7.1.1, prove that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos C. This rule is called what, konje? The formula it's the cosine rule. This is the cosine rule. We have to prove the cosine rule. Now, the cosine rule, since the triangle abasiphe yona la ikuphi Cartesian plane first quadrant. So bheka ke manje. We have to divide the triangle lena into two yama right angle triangle, right? Since there's nothing I can do nangabe iso a triangle. If the triangle is like this, there's nothing much I can do. So I have to divide or construct a line that will divide this triangle to two yama right angle triangle. Why ngifuna ama right angle triangle ku triangle ABC? It's because of ama right angle triangle. There are formulas in our applier to do what? To find iloga cosine rule, right? So I think uma uthatha ukubheka isikhathini esiningi nabathi prove anything ku-mathematics, there's some construction that needs to occur before you can do ama calculations or provide your proof, right? And then we start labeling ama sides wethu. All right, for the side which is opposite to bani, angle A must be named length A. So BC, in other words, bani is equal to A, and then the side which is opposite to angle C is what is called the length C, and then the one opposite to angle B is called length bani B. So from C to A, it's length bani B, and then from A to B it's C, and then from B to C is what is A. And then I think it also kuba useful nangabe uba nalama coordinates for each vertex of the triangle. It becomes very useful. So lana let's start off with this one. A yoba length B 0. I mean coordinate B and 0. Since from C to A is what is length B, so it means the coordinate yaga A yoba B and A, and then vertex C in a coordinate like 0 and 0. Now I have to find a coordinate laga B. Now the coordinate laga B, well, kuzoba easy nyana ukulithola, but we have to use a triangle BCD. Why? Because of vertex A1 igu origin, right? Yeah. We have to use this one since the vertex igu origin, and that allows us to calculate ama coordinates kabani kabi. Now into soyenza, so apply the trigonometric ratios. So sine angle C is equal to y over r sine c is equal to y, it's opposite over hypotenuse. Y is in fact the y coordinate yakabani, yaka b, x, y, right? X, y. Check again. This is the right angle triangle, opposite over hypotenuse, adjacent over hypotenuse. So we sizosebenzisa cosine no sine lana in order to find ama coordinates kabani ka b. Since I have a hypotenuse, if I had a adjacent side, bengasebenzisa the tangent, the tan trigonometric ratio. So r la ubani a, it means y is over equal to a sine bani angle c. Divide by 1, then you cross multiply. Y wako is equal to this. So the y coordinate for b sitholile, and then for the x coordinate so sebenzisa uloganje again. So sebenzisa u cos. So you have cos c equal to x over a, adjacent over hypotenuse. Then I do the same thing, divide by 1, cross multiply, x over equal to a cos angle c. Voila. Now my coordinates wami ke. Now my coordinates got b a, the x now a cos c, and then the y a sine bani c, a sine c. Now I got my coordinates way to get. Now I need the b and 0 la. Voila, 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 voila. Now since it's saying my coordinates for all the vertices and then the lengths of the opposite sides, the lengths of the lengths of the sides which are opposite to the angles now, abu c, abu a, abu b, as well as the coordinates of the vertices. Now I can start with the proof game. But here's the catch. This triangle, this one, this triangle 1, now triangle number 2. Triangle number 1 mina for this proof. Why? It's because of this triangle ABD has what? Length C. But to prove that C squared is equal to such, so Komeleng 7 said this triangle 1 to prove to prove that C squared is equal to something. Since the C is squared, let's apply the theorem of Pythagoras in this triangle. AB squared is equal to AD squared BD squared. Pythagoras theorem okay, right? Now here's the catch again, Manchela. Here's the catch. Uyabona u-A being naye ubani u-C, yes, u-AD yang naye. I don't have the length from A to D, but I do have the length from A to C. Now in order to find u-AD, I need le length ga CD. Ngidinga le length ga CD so that I can calculate the length ka DA. But luckily, since it's not my coordinates now, I can find the length ka CD. The length ka CD is in fact the x coordinate ka B. The distance from C to D, it's the x coordinate ka B. So therefore, lana it's A cos angle C. From C to D, it's this length. Right? It's this length that we calculate. Therefore, it means that AD is in fact B minus A cos angle C. Yes. Therefore, the coordinate BD is in fact the y coordinate. Now let's substitute again. C squared is equal to B minus A cos C in bracket squared plus A sine angle C squared. Therefore this bracket lena ngitshela ukuthi ngina 2, I mean this squared ngitshela ukuthi nginama brackets ayi2 la. Since ngine binomial I need to create 2 yama brackets, so ngizoba na something like this. C squared is equal to B minus A square minus A cos C B minus A cos C plus this bracket. Inside this bracket ngine term a1, so I can just simply apply exponential law and distribute law 2 inside. So la kuyoba 1 A squared sine bani squared angle C. Then lama brackets lawa asidile nawo ke manje. Asidile na lama brackets ke lawa. Lama brackets yawa multiplier yoba C squared. Now I multiply lama brackets, I should get something like B squared minus the middle term yoba B times this into okay, B times this plus the B times this yoba minus 2AB cos C plus A. Okay, I think create some space nyana for the other term. So lana yoba A squared cos squared angle C plus A squared sine squared C. Voila. So lana ngiskipe one step. When so allow you to B times B uthola this one, leo times another this one uthola a term times this one and this one. Bese you are add ke lawo ma term uthola this middle term. So ngiskipe that step, but when nangabuzenzela yona uzoba ukuthi this middle term iphuma kanjani. So for the sake of this video ngiskipile that step, ngicalculate mentally this middle term. Now check out manje la. The aim is to prove that C squared is equal to this, right? B squared uyambona nangu B squared, ilo B squared lo. A squared uyambona nangu A squared. So singamenza kanjani ukuthi abe 1 lo A squared. This A squared is in fact what? A common factor. So kumele siyikhiphe as a common factor this A. Ngiba B squared minus 2AB cos angle C plus the A squared as a common factor, yosala cos squared C plus plus sine squared C. Voila. And then lana kube ubani C squared equal to B squared minus 2AB cos C plus A. Yeah, now A squared sekaya 1. But how? In fact, this cos squared plus sine squared is what? Is an identity. It's equal to 1, and the 1 times A squared is equal to A squared. Ivela kanjalo. This disappears ngaleyo ndlela le. So lana it's what? Is in fact 1. Therefore C squared is equal to asilethelo A ngapha yoba positive A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos C. Logu naku B nangu A nangu. Cosine rule proved kanjalo nje. Right, for 6 marks I think it's worthy. Yeah, so now siya ku 7.1.2, but I'll have to erase ikala. Lana bathi hence deduce that 1 plus cos C is equal to this expression. Is equal to this expression for 4 marks. So let's prove this. So I think erase lana kala. Alright, 7.1.2. Hence deduce that 1 plus cos C is equal to this expression. Now lana we are still going to use the cosine rule. Why? Now cos C, now cos C. A plus B plus C. A now B now C la. So now 2AB now 2AB. So it shows ukuthi this thing somehow is connected to a cosine rule. So that's why we are going to apply a cosine rule. So again, about c squared equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c, right? Cos c. So the first thing is to make this to be positive. By transposing it to the right, to the left hand side, and then because of this pattern, oh, it's a plus b plus c. Clearly lo a nalo b nalo c, they must be together. So lo then I took this and brought it to the left hand side. Now let's get manje. Aha, right. Right. Divide by 2ab. This 2ab cancels with 2ab ongaphezulu, and then sisala na this, right? Why divided by 2ab? Because of 2ab is also what? The denominator. Well, sometimes nobody prove such and such on such questions. You have to make sure with now solver, you always try with the answer yakho ibe approach le nto bathi uyiprove. So ngathini, this thing about deduce la yes guide now in a way. So hence that's why I divide by 2ab. Okay, sengilana ke manje, right? Nangu cos c nangapha, right? Cos c. Okay, it looks like I'm closer to the answer, but there's a catch, Manjela. Something is not right. Yini leyo nto leyo? Ilo one ubuya lo. There's no way ukuthi ngaleta something ezonginikeza lo one lo, right? Okay. Unga stress. Lena equation, right? An equation allows us to do anything, or we can do as we please. Ngama equations, we can either divide on both sides by 3. I can on an equation I can just say, okay, ngifuna ukudivide by 3 la, but into yenza ngapha kwamele ubuye yenze nakuphi nangapha. Now ufuna multiply by 4 ngapha, you can multiply. You also have to multiply by 4 on the right hand side as well. Since lo 1 lo asimazi ukuthi singamproduce kanjani using the material ekhona kule equation. So instead ngizowenza magic ke manje. By the way, this is allowed. Ngi-add o1 on both sides of the equation. By adding o1 lana senginobani? Sengino 1. Okay, nangu 1. But lo 1 now 1 ngiyam-add now. The left hand side seyifana na this left hand side. Right? Ngenze ngi-achieve kanjani lokho by adding ubani? O1. Now add u1 ngapha nangapha kwamele u-add ubani? U1 as well. This is allowed with my equations. You can multiply by 2 ngapha, but nangapha kwamele multiply by 2. What you do on the left, you also have to do it on the right hand side. Check this out. Okay, yeah, manje, ne? Okay, on the right hand side kwamele ngiyenze some simplification. What kind of simplification? Kwamele simplify le fraction lena as well as this number. Nangithi ngiyasimplify kwamele solve into one fraction. Therefore this can be written as this, but lo 1 ngimdivide ngobani? Ngo1. Since 1 divided by 1 is what? It's 1. Ngifuna ukusimplify this into one fraction. So ngiyosebenzisa butterfly method where ngithi 2ab times 1 times this trinomial. Then ngibana something like this, right? 2ab times 1 is 2ab. 1 times a squared plus b squared minus c squared is exactly that. And then 2ab times 1 it's 2ab. Voila. Oh, ngathi okay, let me find the LCM. After finding the LCM, LCM yam obviously 2ab, and then multiply la, multiply nala. Then voila, you'll end up with something like this as well. Now the aim of simplifying la is to have lama brackets out 2 la, but lama brackets out 2 avela kanjani anyway, right? So check out something. Lo a squared, b squared, and a 2ab nang bahlanganisa, I get what we call a perfect square, right? A perfect square, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, it's what we call a perfect square. So by factorizing the trinomial, I end up with a plus b in bracket squared. Now multiply the bracket, I should come back to this point. So this is something factorization sifundeka grade 10. So this thing komele ube familiar now, right? Funeka ube familiar now this thing. But anyway, now check out manje la singiba no 1 plus cos c is equal to, now no a plus b in bracket squared minus c squared. This is what we call a difference of two squares. It's a difference of two squares. I'm sure a difference of two squares is something like okay, now example maybe ngaba much more clear. Y squared, this is a difference of two squares. A difference of two squares, it's a x y plus minus. So now lana no a plus b, open another bracket, even no a plus b, ngivale nale bracket leli, a plus b x minus y, shukuthi lana kuyoba ubani, kuyoba c, nalana kube c, kube plus omunye abe njani, abe minus, divided by 2ab. Voila, this is the same as this. Nazo sesiyiprovile. So uyayibona ukuthi i-factorization ibaluleke kanjani, especially okay, ku trigonometry, even on other calculations, equations, even functions as well. Factorization, it's an important tool like mathematics. So yeah, sesiyiprovile ke la. And then our question 7 ayipheleli lana guys, kuno 7.2. Now 7.2 basiphe quadrilateral komele calculate lama lengths law, right? So I think erase ekala so that we can answer this last question. All right, 7.2 basiphe quadrilateral ABCD, which is drawn with BC equal to 235 meters and AB equal to 90.52 meters. It is also given that okay, basipha angles ADB, DAB, as well as CBD. Basiphe these angles, right? And basically determine the length BD. Length BD. Sifuna length BD. This length right here, length BD, from B to bani D. Now lana there's two triangles, right? Ngitheni ekuqaleni sikhuluma ngama triangle formulas. Triangle 1, triangle 2. Out of these two triangles, yiphi esingayisebenzisa to calculate uBD? Since uBD is a common length between these two triangles, yiphi esingayisebenzisa? Definitely triangle number 2 enye sikhona ukumsebenzisa, ngoba triangle number 2 has only angle as well as length A1. We cannot use the sine rule, we cannot use cannot use the sine rule as well as the cosine rule. A sine rule, a cosine rule, now to calculate the side, now to calculate this side, komele ube nale side leli as well as the angle in between. Then you can calculate the length which is opposite to that given angle. Now uBD angikhona ukumcalculate using this triangle ngoba nginayo le side leli, I'm only given one, and the angle opposite to their side is not given. But if ever okay, for a sine rule kumele ube na at least 2 yama angles lena na lena and 1 length, then you can calculate the other length, right? But for triangle ADB, there's a lot of information esingayisebenzisa. Abangiphe 2 yama angles ne side eli1, I can apply usine rule. Lana I change kusebenza usine rule for 7.2.1 length BD. Sifuna length BD. So sebenza usine rule and then check ke manje la. The sine rule ngifuna ubani? Ngifuna uBD mina. Ngifuna this one. I want uBD, right? So therefore uBD uBD komele uthole, okay, the sine of 109.16 divided by the length BD is equal to the sine of this angle divided by its opposite side. Now lento engikhuluma ngayo ke la. Therefore then siyaya so calculate ubani uBD. Then let's cross multiply. Now cross multiply ngithola something efana nalena. And then I divide both sides by usine 109.16 BD over equal to this, right? And you divide ngosine 31.23 degrees. Okay, now we can calculate to BD. I can calculate to BD. Calculator. Vela pen. Wola score 90.52 times sine 109.16 close sine 31.23 164.72 BD will equal to 164.92 meters. So now I answer here to get for this length BD. Now okay, I don't think it's over space now. For 7.2.2 yeah, eraser, then we calculate CD. Let's go. All right, 7.2.2 determine the length of CD. CD. Okay, now CD, remember start to calculate BD manje, right? Now ngifuna length bani CD. Ngifuna length CD, this length, boom, this length. So this time around we have no choice but to use this triangle number 2. Kumele semise this triangle. Why? Because of CD ukuleyo triangle le. Now I'm nale side leli, I have this angle, ngifuna the opposite side of this angle. Definitely la kusebenza cosine rule, right? So ufuna CD, so it's going to be CD squared equal to CB squared BD squared minus 2 times CB times BD times the cos of this angle. Then we substitute, okay, straightforward this thing, then we substitute and then we calculate again. Let us calculate. It's 235 squared plus 164.92 squared minus 2 times 235 times 164.92 times cos 48.88 close bracket. This is equal to 31,448 equal to 31,448 comma okay, asibhale yonke 4874, is it? Yes. And then since ngifuna CD, not CD squared but the answer will be CD over equal to square both sides, right? So therefore CD is equal to 177,34 in 2 decimal places. Yes, 34 meters. Voila. So answer here 2.9 for 7.2.2, the last question for question 7. Thanks for watching. In the description box uzothola amanye video for this question paper. Now if you're interested, please check them out. So for now it's a goodbye, but please guys, your support is appreciated. Support ongayikhombisa or support ongayinikeza for this channel is by liking every video ibukelayo, by sharing ama-video ubona ngathi useful. Maybe umngane wakho uyastruggle in some of the question papers, then ungamsendela any videos obuyibukela in this channel. Nangabe new, please consider subscribing. So for now, asibonane on the next video. Bye bye.